will be teaching you how to make blackberry jam. Now this is the season where whenever you walk along the hedgerows you will find some wild blackberries, and not only are they organic but they're also free and they're very delicious. So I will teach you how to make jam with them. So what you will need for the ingredients is you will need blackberries. These have been rinsed and drained. You will need jam sugar, which is sugar with added pectin, and then you will need a lemon or juice, lemon juice. So the quantities are really up to what you find, which is you will weigh these blackberries. So here you can see we've got just under 600 grams. You will do the same and just measure how much you have, and then we're going to use the same quantity of sugar. So I'm just going to put the blackberries in this saucepan, and now we're going to measure out our sugar. And again, the same amount as we had in fruit. That's the amount we had, and we're not going to put this in right away. We're just going to keep this to the side. I'm just measuring it now so that we remember how much we need. And then what we're doing next is I'm just going to cut this lemon in half, and because this is a small lemon, I'm going to use all of it, and we're going to juice it. And now that we've squeezed the lemon, I'm just going to pop this in with the fruit and a splash of water from the kettle, just a little bit. It's just to avoid it from burning or sticking in the bottom. It'll help it melt and start off. And while we're waiting for this to heat up, we're going to take our jam jars. I've got these screw top jam jars with silicone inside, just regular jam jars that you get, and we've got this boiled kettle, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the pots with boiling water as well as the lids, and what this is going to do is it's going to sterilize everything so that our jams don't go bad. So as you can see, it's bubbling. It's been bubbling for about 5 minutes or so. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to pour in our sugar, and with a wooden spoon we're just going to mix it up to combine it. As you can see, it is a very low setting, but even at that temperature, it does work quite fast. This is starting to look like jam. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave this to bubble for another 10 minutes. So I've been stirring all along during, it's been about just over 5 minutes now, and I'm going to show you how to test if jam is already ready. Now I know it's not ready yet, but if you just dribble it, now if you push it with your finger, you see the way it's starting to firm up, but it's still quite liquid. That means that it's still not ready yet. So now it has been 10 minutes, and we're again just going to put a tiny little drop on a clean cold plate, and just it takes a couple of seconds to dry. And what you will notice is that whenever you push it, there starts to be little lines on the surface, and it's quite thick. So that means it's ready. I'm going to turn off the heat and let it just cool down for a couple of seconds, because the next thing that we're going to do is just put it into a blender. This part is optional, you don't need to do this, but I find that with hedgerow blackberries, sometimes you get these little tiny ones that are very hard. They're really tasty, so do pick them and put them in, but sometimes whenever you want it on your bread or stuff, it can be a little bit hard. So I'm just going to blend it to make it nice and juicy and just smooth. So now that it's nice and blended, I still got some bits in it. We've already drained these, and now we're going to fill it. It's actually, you know, putting it in this makes it a lot easier to pour as well. Don't fill it up to the very top. Leave about ½ an inch at the top. And then next thing is you're going to take your thing and put it straight on. Don't worry if you've got little bits off, and we're going to turn it round. And what this is going to do is it's going to heat up the metal, and then it's going to create a vacuum inside, which is going to make it keep longer. So now that these have cooled down a little bit, actually quite a bit, I'm going to show you the vacuum. Okay, I don't know if you heard that, but that was a vacuum, and it has set quite well. So there's no gelatin in that. That's just the pectin in the sugar, and there's still some chunks in it. Some people get rid of the seeds, but I think that they give it a little bit of crunch, and it's really delicious. I hope you try this recipe, and I hope that you enjoy it. And you know, it's seasonal, so you know, hurry up and try and get hold of the last blackberries that there are.